guys, Amina here. I hope you guys all had a great week. I had a really fun time this week learning about learning design. That was my topic. To be honest, I didn't know a whole lot about learning design before I started this week. And I figured it had something to do with designing your lessons and planning those lessons and doing it efficiently. But I didn't really have a full understanding of the depth of the topic. So things that I wanted to learn this week were more about learning design, exactly what it was, right, in a more in-depth way. And so finding out that it's actually related to working with that brain's natural process of learning really was exciting for me. So with learning design, you have that concept that basically your brain learns in a very natural way, and designing learning and teaching techniques that are designed to kind of go with that natural flow of the brain is a really exciting topic that I think really makes a lot of logical sense. And so I'm really, really excited to discover this more in the future and continue to learn about learning design and continue to promote it. In fact, I was so excited about it, I actually continued learning about learning design in my individual assignment this week, just because I feel like there's a lot to explore there and a lot of openings to further develop this concept. The second thing that I really wanted to learn this week, in discussion through the discussion board, we really kind of talked about the video this week from Mr. DeFore from Solution Tree, where he talks about the difference between teamwork and group work, where both of them have, both of the group members all have the same goal, but with a teamwork, like one person cannot succeed without the support of the entire group, or at least other members of the group. Whereas in group work, an individual can succeed regardless of whether or not the group members are contributing. And that really kind of got me thinking, and I'd really like to explore this further as well, because I really want to know, is teamwork more efficient in a classroom setting, or is group work more efficient? And of course, as a teacher and also as a student, right, we all have that concept where, okay, you want your students to work in groups because this does promote their learning, but at the same time, you don't really want to penalize students who do their work when their other group members don't. So it's a kind of an interesting balance that I'm really looking forward to exploring more. So what I did learn about learning design, though, in addition to, of course, the ideas about teamwork and group work, is that learning design is a concept that basically says, let's design teaching and learning practices that are based on or work with the natural process of learning in the brain. So you have to have an understanding of how that learning process occurs in the brain. And then you kind of want to go through those best practices and develop techniques from that process. And so it's really about making sure that what you're teaching and how you're teaching, not so much what you're teaching, but how you're teaching, aligns with those evidence-based practices and allows you to better teach your students and then help learning occur more efficiently and promote that deep learning, that intrinsic motivation. And then also that, learning design is related not just to the learning design itself, but it's also outcomes, right? How to achieve those outcomes and how to appropriately set those outcomes. Also engagement. It's really about student engagement. It's not just about creating that deep learning. Well, it is, but basically having that student engagement is also important for that deep learning to occur, and motivation and lots of different kinds of things. So it was really interesting to see the interrelatedness between all the different concepts of the professional learning palette. But yeah, that is my take on learning design, and that's what I learned, and really excited to further explore this. If you guys want some more information about how the brain learns, I actually did develop a video, and you'll be able to find it on my website at the end of class when they're up and running, so don't forget to check it out. Bye, guys.